I'm Alex. As a Master Black Belt trainer here at Six Sigma Development Solutions, Inc., I've seen it all. I've spent years helping teams go from, well, total chaos to absolute crystal clarity. And today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the system that makes that transformation possible. So, let's be real for a second. Does your team's workflow feel chaotic? Like you're just drowning in a sea of tasks? Are you constantly putting out fires, hitting the same frustrating bottlenecks, and just always feeling one step behind? If you're nodding along right now, trust me, you are in the right place. There is a much better way. So, what's the solution to all that chaos? Well, it's actually surprisingly simple. But don't let that fool you, it's incredibly powerful. We're talking about a visual system that brings order, focus, and, a sense of calm control, even when things get crazy complex. It's called Kanban. Now, that's a Japanese word that literally just means visual card or signboard. It was developed at Toyota by the absolute legend Taiichi Ohno. And it's revolutionary because it lets you literally see your work. You can manage the flow and, this is the best part, you can spot problems before they spiral out of control. And you know where the idea came from? A supermarket. Seriously, Toyota's engineers were walking through a grocery store and had this aha moment. They saw how shelves are only restocked when they're almost empty, right? Based on what people are actually buying. So they thought, hey, why can't we do that in the factory? They took that just-in-time idea back to the production line and, well, the results were absolutely transformative. Okay, so how do we actually get from that chaotic mess to a calm, controlled, well-oiled machine? It really comes down to a fundamental shift in how you think about work. See, most teams operate in what we call a push system. You guess what's needed, you push work into the pipeline, and you end up with these huge piles of unfinished tasks. Sound familiar? Well, Kanban flips that completely on its head. It's a pull system. You only pull in new work when you actually have the demand and the capacity to handle it. That one little change, it stops overproduction dead in its tracks. And, crucially, it puts a giant spotlight on your bottlenecks. Let me give you a classic example. It's called the three-bin system. Imagine this. A bin of parts on the factory floor runs empty. That empty bin is now your signal. It is the Kanban. It tells the storeroom, hey, I need a new one. So they send a full one over. It's this beautiful, simple, self-regulating loop. No guesswork. You just get what you need exactly when you need it. All right, that's the theory. But let's get to the good stuff. How does this actually play out in the real world? Because the results can fundamentally change the way you do business. The benefits here they're huge. First, you limit your work in progress, or WIP. That simple rule forces your team to finish what they start. Think about that. No more constant context switching, it just crushes bottlenecks. And what happens then? You slash costs, you boost efficiency, your team actually starts collaborating in a meaningful way. And the bottom line? You get predictable, reliable delivery times. Your customers will love it, and trust me, your boss will too. Now, to make all this magic happen, Toyota laid out 6 simple but super powerful rules. Things like never pass on a defective product and only make exactly what was pulled. The rules themselves, they're really straightforward, but applying them with discipline, that's what separates the teams that dabble from the ones that dominate. And frankly, that's what we specialize in here at SSCSI, turning these rules into second nature, into winning habits for your team. And this is the heart of it all, the Kanban board. Think of it as your team's command center. It's where the magic really happens. At a single glance, and I mean a single glance, anyone on the team can see what's in the queue, what's being worked on right now, and, most importantly, exactly where the log jams are. And look, this isn't some trendy new management fad. This is a battle-tested, proven system. We're talking about global giants like Toyota and Ford Motor Company who have used Kanban for decades to absolutely dominate their industries. But it's not just for making cars. Not anymore. I mean, look at this. Software development, healthcare, supply chain management, it's everywhere. And why is that? It's because the core ideas, seeing your work, limiting how much you're juggling at once, those principles are universal. They work for any kind of knowledge work. But here's the thing that gets me really excited about Kanban. It's more than just a tool to shuffle tasks around. It's a catalyst. It can totally transform your team's culture from the inside out. You see, it starts as just a board with some cards on it, a simple way to manage tasks. But then something deeper starts to happen. It evolves into a culture of Kaizen, or continuous improvement. Because when everyone can see the whole process, they start taking ownership. They start talking to each other, collaborating on how to make things just a little bit better every single day. And this is so important. The creator himself, Taiichi Ohno, said it best. To be effective, Kanban must follow strict rules of use. And he's right. The concept looks simple, but really mastering it takes discipline. It takes expertise. It's not just about moving sticky notes around on a board. It's about deeply understanding the principles that drive those incredible results. And really, that's the whole point. This isn't about cracking a whip and making people work faster. True efficiency comes from working smarter. It's about systematically finding and eliminating all that wasted effort, all the stuff that's secretly slowing your team down. So the question for you is, are you ready to stop fighting fires? Are you ready to start leading a truly high-performing team? Ready to bring this kind of clarity, control, and efficiency to your own organization?